possibility. Amy Mitchell joins on this now. Amy, the senior fellow at the National Security Institute. Welcome, Amy.
Thank you.
First of all, the idea of Trump being involved, what do you make of that?
Well, I think the president is trying to predict or dictate the outcome of this conflict, and that's going to be very hard for him to manage, quite frankly.
That brings up a larger point. I mean, the stock market is right under where you're speaking right now. The oil market is even a bigger story today. That's part of managing the conflict. It's not just who the next leader of Iran is going to be, right? It's how the people at home react to the execution of the war and its impact on them. And as I was asking Ambassador Bolton, whether they feel like it's all worth it for them.
Well, I would say more importantly, it's up to the people of Iran to choose, who their new leader is and
Yeah.
and whether or not they have the ability to put somebody in place right now. We have the history, unfortunately, with Iran going back almost 70 years in really kind of trying to influence their politics from, Mozambique back in 1953 to putting in the Shah, then the Shah coming down and the current regime now being in place since 1979. And we're doing it again. And sadly, for this present, we don't have a good track record of that. You look at Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Vietnam, Korea.
That's what. Yeah, that's why it's really interesting to talk to people in the region, even like people in Turkey here that are from Iran. And it's like, yeah, almost all of them are opposed to the regime. I mean, I even saw like a poll that was 80 or
Absolutely.
85%.
Yeah.
But the idea that it's going to be, all right, the Shah's son, or it's going to be somebody else that just steps in and everything's going to be fine the next day. And that's where things get complicated for them. And they're mixed or they're split on it.
Well, you need to recognize, right? We're not going in and traditionally overthrowing the government as we have with other governments. Let's say Afghanistan, or Vietnam comes to mind as well, or recently Venezuela. Right? There is a very ingrained structure in Iran with the
Yeah.
Revolutionary Guard, and it's you know having that ability to implement any type of what we would see or call as democracy or even democracy light, where we could open up relations with Iran, is going to be very difficult for the Iranian people after 40 years of this repression. They don't have the implementation in place, the structure in place to even have what you saw, for example, in Egypt back in 2013 with the overthrow of the president back then, right? Where you saw this
Right.
big uprising into the streets. Iran doesn't have that ability. And you have to feel just a lot of empathy for the Iranian people who have endured so much. And yet they don't have that, again, that structure in place to really kind of move forward. And to the point of your question, what's next? No one knows.
No one knows. Thank you, Amy. That's a very good point. Empathy is a good word to use as well, and it just also just reiterates how complicated all of this is, and sometimes we oversimplify it. Amy Mitchell, thank you for that. The UAE, meantime, reportedly thinking about freezing